Guys, sorry about all the connectivity problems. First it was my computer, then it was something to do with the internet, and then it just something to do with YouTube. I'm not exactly sure. But anyway. Oh, no one's watching this yet. Awesome. All right. So, last week I was working on a track that was a little bit rocky, kind of like had some elements of reggae and some pop in there. And I got a few things left to do on it before it's done. And I guess I'll take you through that little journey. And then we're going to work on something completely new and we'll see how it goes. All right. Let's get into it. All right. So I'm over here. This is the bass that we've got. Oh, yeah. See how muddy this sounds? No matter what, this just sounds muddy. Okay, so we're going to work on it down here. What? Oh. Can you just zoom the way I want you to zoom? Like, damn it. Oh, that's not at all what I wanted to do. What did it do? Let's just do this, alright? Alright. Okay, so now. Okay. So this is good. I'm going to freeze this track. I'm going to bring just that loop up there. Alright. Let's, this is going to get interesting because I already know it's going to sound too muddy with the notes that I'm playing on the bass guitar. I want to clean that muddiness up. There's no real way to do that using the bass guitar. You have to introduce a new element. And I'm about to show you what that is. But let me clean this up first, alright? So, first of all, I want to bring this up here. And we get a nice consistent waveform. Consistent dish, I guess you could say. Now I'm going to move all of these effects that I had on it turned off up here so I can use these same effects. I'm not trying to copy what I had. I'm just trying to essentially work with those effects to make what I hear in my head. Alright. You ever just feel like you're talking nonsense? All the time. Alright. So, this is the drums, isn't it? Okay. Let's just work on this tone here first of all. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to boost the fundamentals of all three of those notes, and they're all pretty much in the same area. Okay. So I like what I'm getting here without an amp. Let's see what the amp does to it. Okay, so now as you can really hear that mud, all right? Now what I want to do is I want to take that tone. We're going to create a new MIDI track within this little group here. It's going to be, we're going to get a synth, all right? I know it's weird, but we're going to grab a synth. I like to use Vital, because all I'm trying to do is produce a nice bass tone. I don't necessarily need to make the whole bass sound. I'm looking for a bass tone. So let's just see what happens with this, all right? I take the MIDI and I copy it up here. And first of all, I should be lining this up. There. Now I'm going to have to zoom into this spot and extend this out as well. Perfect. All right. Okay, now it's got a clicking sound. I don't want that. I kind of want it to like swell up almost. Okay, now what I can do is I can take all of this processing, keep whatever's here, right? And then what I can do, I'm going to copy this and bring this down to here. And then I'm going to grab another Neutron 4, put it here. Just hear me out, all right? Stay with me, okay? Now I want to put like a high pass filter really sharp. Okay, so do you hear how it's kind of like phasey? We're going to fix that right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this. We like this sound, so I want to take this processing and freeze it and see if the processing affects what we're hearing. All right? Yeah, that's perfect. I have this weird thing I do with these two EQs. It's the same EQ, but I do a little different moves on each one. It gives this little nice weird bump in the bass. But I honestly don't think I need it because this is just a sine wave. It's literally just one tone straight up. But I want to treat it how I want to treat the bass sound anyways. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this and bring this up here. And we're going to see how this affects the bass sound. Now, as you can see, we're kind of swelling into it too much. And let's just move this back a little bit. We want the swell to be more or less in line with the transient of the first bass. So now that I've got this kind of worked out, I can extend this out a little bit. And then we have ourselves a nice little 4-bar loop. All right.
I hope my feet don't fail me.
Oh, shit. Ah! Let's turn all this shit off. Sorry. Let's refreeze that. So there's always something more that could be done with a track, and that's just kind of the sucky part of production, is like there's always more to be done. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to blow this all to pieces. Like really fast. Okay. Okay. So I want the kick to live down here. I'm really not sure. I want the kick. That's not what I meant to do. That was hilarious. phase up with your kick here. Now, I can't really see what's happening right now because I don't know what all this processing here is doing to this waveform. So, how long has the stream been going on? Only 15 minutes. Okay, we got plenty of time. Has this been like acting up the entire time? I bet it has. And then guitars that I want to hear. Sorry about all the technical difficulties earlier. All right. Let me just try something here. What if I just like squash it with an optical compressor? Okay, here's what I want to do. I am going to take this track, make it a new track. I want to see what the waveform's doing, see how they're clashing against each other, because I still hear some phasey issues, and I'm not trying to, you know what I'm saying. And see, this is what I'm talking about. See this? there's definitely some phasing going on here. Okay, so what phasing? Maybe not, it's not that bad. I mean, it's a little bad. Okay, so now what I like to do is I like to just record it and see what the waveform looks like if I am struggling with the phase. It's just something I'm hearing in my ear. Now, if you're not hearing it, I'm sorry. Let's just resample it. Oh, shit. Okay, so now we get to see what the waveform actually looks like. And it doesn't look bad. Oh, it looks bad. Okay. Let's crank this up so you can really see what's happening here. There's a phase cancellation here and here. As you can see, it just repeats. And this is the start of a new note, and it's just a phase cancellation. And I was right. I'm hearing this phase cancellation in every note. Look at this. This is crazy. Look at this phase cancellation, man. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, when you hear the bass doing funky things, chances are it's probably doing funky things. Look, this is the only one where it's got a really good bass response. See that? Look at that. That's insane. That's a really good bass tone right there. So this note. Let's see what this note is doing. I guess it's raining outside. Holy crap. Okay. So in this case, what I would eventually do is I would probably minimize everything that's going to get in my way. And I would see what's going on with this. As you can see, the phase in this one is absolutely perfect. Now, is there a world where we can get this like this for every single other part? Yes, there is. We just have to find it, all right? So you can see we got 1, 2, and 3 perfect notes, all right? We just have to replicate that and everywhere else. Now, once you get your bass, booming just right down in the bass department here, and then you can work on the phase between your kick and the bass. That's a whole nother thing. So let's get into it. Okay. Lots of cancellations over here. Oh my. Okay, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of the good notes from this bottom track here, and I'm going to move them to it's this one to this one. Move this up. That's perfect. This one's perfect. Okay, that one's perfect. All right, so now all we have to do is move each of these notes in a way that makes it easy. All right. So first, I just move this up here. And I try to find the best alignment between these two tracks. Cancellation there. And sometimes there's no right answer. And when there's no right answer, what you do is you take and you make a utility track and get a utility plugin. That's what I call this track that I'm working on. It's like a work track. A track that you can work on the audio on. Okay, so throw a utility plugin here. We're going to flip the phase. Just like that. Freeze. All right, now this is the cool part here. Take that same audio, right? Just drag it down. As you can see, it's the exact opposite waveform now. So we might have better success. Let's try to minimize this and look and see what we got here now. Still some major cancellations. And sometimes there's no easy answer to the solution here for this problem. So you just kind of have to keep plugging forward until you find something that works. Or you find something like this that just doesn't work, right? Where it's complete opposite. And now that since you've got it lined up, you can unfreeze this. Drag your opposite one up there. Freeze it again. Flip the phase. Flip it back now. Now hopefully, if I just drag this down, it's probably gonna fit this a whole lot, the phase a whole lot better. We'll be able to make something better. All right. All right, now let's just see. As you can see, still some cancellations. I'm wondering if it sounds good at all. You know, that sounded pretty consistent. Let's record it over this part right here. And now we'll compare it with this halfway through the note, but I'm going to turn it up just as much as that one is. So it's 14.3. We'll see if we've made a difference here. Oh, look at that. So with a little bit of effort and a little bit of work, you can align your phase a whole lot better. Do you see that now? Okay. So now once you've got that phase kind of worked out, once you get your bass sound, oh, this is a pro tip. So once you get your bass phase just right and it records like this, I want you to record a whole separate take of just that bass with the perfect phase and take every other plugin off of it after you've recorded and resampled a whole new track. This is a pro tip. This is going to clean up your whole production a whole lot nicer, make it easier to see and work with. So, as you can see, we've kind of eliminated that cancellation there. Now we've got to fix this one right here. And since this is just a sine wave, I can cut it off anywhere and bring it back in anywhere. Let's just find the best way for this to fit. Or find a way that it doesn't fit like this. Go away. Perfecting the phase is like an art, I swear. It takes a while, but once you get it right, your bass and your low end will just sound so much more incredible than it ever has before. And let's just hear how this sounds. Yes! Let's see if we've eliminated those phase issues, alright? So we got to go back to the original recording. Okay. So now we've got this. Let's start here. Record. Okay, now we're going to bring this original recording back halfway through again. Turn it up 14.3 decibels to see if we've made a difference. And look at the phase relationship here, how much it's improved. Look at this. We don't nearly have such a bad cancellation at all as right here. See where my mouse is? This is a very important step in music production, is getting your bass to sit just right. Look at that. Oh, nice. Okay, so now we've done these first two notes. We've made them very consistent. It's a good bass tone. Let's listen to these first two notes. And you can see it right there how much more we've improved this sound. Or this is just a pro tip. Like, this is the best secret to getting your bass sounding just right. These are phase cancellations caused from this and this. So I'm going to drag this up and we'll work on this note now. Now this is probably going to be the entire stream and I apologize, but this is like some advanced level shit right here. This is the sauce. So if you know, maybe if you're done with this part, you understand it, check back in about 20 minutes, or you can watch me do this. All right, so I've got it. Wait, what did I do? I don't want to hit. I need to just bring it up there. I don't want to copy it. Okay, so now we're going to line it up to this. As you can see, a bunch of weird cancellations here. Can I just like line it up? It's like especially out of phase right there. All right, so if you find something that just doesn't work, or it doesn't work so bad that you're like, well, this could probably just be a phase flip. You want to just phase flip it and then see if it lines up real quick. Usually 9 times out of 10, I have a lot of success with this. But this is just to get your lower end sounding just right. This is a really dense rock song at this point, so I really need it to just sit right. Now, as you can see, the phase still just doesn't work with this. I'm going to try to tweak it a little bit. I'm trying to tweak it a little bit. Now we just try to listen to it and see if we hear any of that phasing issues again. All right. Okay, now we're going to attempt to record it again. But remember, we like to bring in the old recording to see if we've made a difference. Now this is, like I said, a tedious process, but a necessary process. Look how much bigger the waveform is! See, this right here solves so many issues. And right here at the front of the line, that is your character of the bass. Give it a listen here. Just check it out. Do you hear how the bass gets like weird and weaker and like wishy-washy right at this part right here? This is what you're looking to do, all right, when you're creating a bass sound. You're really looking for this specific right here. All right, so we've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, is that a note right there? Is that a perfect one? No, I bet there's some cancellation. No, we got a whole bunch of good notes up in here. Okay, so we did quite a lot of good stuff here. As you can see, there's no cancellations here. There's not really any cancellations here. So both of those notes are good. This is not good. This is good. This is relatively okay, but I'd want to fix this. These need to be fixed bad. This is good. That's really good. This is all right. I'd fix that. I'd fix this. I'd fix this. This is good. This is great. This is fixable. And now we're to where I fixed it. See, they just hit a bit weaker. This one's good though. For some reason, I don't know why. I like this one so much. I guess it just kind of lines up a bit better than everything else does. All right, that makes a bit more sense. All right, so we're making our way down this list here. Like, look at this. We've got a very good progression going. We've got more than we think. We got this guy. Got this guy. Some of those guys in there. But as you can see, we really just got to perfect the phase, and that's it. So now we're on to this guy. And I like him. We're just going to bring him up here and see what he's got to work with. As you can see, this looks like a straight phase flip. When it works, it works. Let's not mess with it, all right? A straight phase flip, and this one's good. Sorry to be like a Debbie Downer, but when you're working on stuff, it's not always fun in games. And now look. Let's hear it. Let's hear what it sounds like. Well, I can tell just by looking at the waveform we've done something. But, as always, I love to prove that what I'm doing makes sense. And as you can see, I've had no issues with creating a better phase relationship with this method. This is going to be a good bottom end here. So let's just listen to what we've got so far. Oh man, my ear. I would even less than this, like. As you can see, these two notes here are very weak. These two notes are weak. This is probably okay. But all of these will be volume automated. Like, I will take and I will automate the volume so that all these look consistent. And if I need to compress it, I will. But for low end, I particularly like to stay away from compressing the bottom end. It just creates a lot of problems. All right. Let's work on this one. And yes, I am tired. I would like a nap. All right, let's record and see what we get. All right. Fairly consistent. All right, so 14.3. This one's off the charts. See, by just correcting the phase just a little bit, look at the difference it has. Almost none, actually. Oh, no, I take that back. Look at these nice even peaks and valleys. Look, you can see this dips every little bit there. So that little bit does help. These peaks reach a little bit further down and a little bit further up, and it's much more consistent. So there is proof in the pudding, so to speak. All right. Now, what I want to get at now is this one. This is probably going to be a tricky one. I would just keep it like that and just phase flip it. I've got it almost. Oh, this is going to be a nice one. So, this is probably like the most important rule when stacking low end. When you're doing your kicks, you want to make sure that you do this when you're layering kicks. You want to make sure that you do this when pretty much doing anything with anything. I think that looks good. That's so loud. Now look. We're going to record at this. Did you just see that? You didn't even see it. How are you going to know if I don't show you? Look at the difference there. Come on. You can't tell me that this doesn't improve your phase relationship. What? What? Look at that. This compared to that. Same exact amount of gain applied. Actually, less. Look at that. That is insane. In freaking sane. As you can see, this is the most effective way to get the best phase results. Now this is terrible right here, as you can see. Terrible, even worse. Yes, I'm freaking tired, alright? So stop asking. A lot of freezing and dragging down. That's pretty much all this stream is going to be about. I knew it though because I had weird low end issues when I was listening to it in the car. Not my car, not my truck, but my girlfriend's Subaru. It has this weird bass response, and I always like to check my music on it because. Now I know I did good there. Let's just continue on. This is the whole stream. I'm almost up to 50 minutes. Once I get there, I gotta think about cutting a stream at an hour, I'm thinking. Uh-oh. What happened? Oh. There. Exactly. And as you can see, it's legitimately off the charts. Same gain settings, just different phase alignment. This is a game-changing. Okay, I can't say game-changing anymore. I need some different vocabulary. Let's talk about this. All right, let's figure out what could be used instead of game changer, because it's not a game changer per se. It's more of like a choice of how to go about processing your low end. But it's something that anybody can do in any DAW. It's literally just moving stuff around. See, no one is really good in the beginning. And I learned how to be really, really bad when I started. So then I just wasn't bad. I mean, you'll get there eventually. You just keep doing it, and you know what I mean? Like, if you just keep at it. Sorry. If you just keep at it and spend, like, whatever they say, 10,000 hours behind the desk, that actually does work, all right? 10,000 hours that, like, you might shit on that, but, like, dude, I would at least try it first, because it, yeah. Look at that. This is taking so long. I just want it to be over. What is the deal? Okay, so some of these just aren't going to work. It's like half the freaking size. Cancellation, cancellation. Strong point, strong point, strong point, cancellation, 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 strong point. I can't find a good one. Okay, so when you're at a loss for words and it looks like this and it's terrible no matter what, just hit record and see what happens. Alright? Because who knows? Maybe it was better. Maybe better is all you can ask for, really. Maybe perfect is just not attainable in certain circumstances. But as you can see, we did get a whole lot better with this. Now we can use volume automation to make this note a little bit better. But what's hurting this is not the synth, it's the bass note from the bass guitar. Okay, so we're gonna just continue on with this and try to fix the rest of all of this. How much do we got left? We are only halfway? Oh my gosh. The payout's going to be huge, though. I can tell. You know what I mean? You just know when the payout's going to be huge. Like, I've been doing this for a while. This is going to be the best it's ever going to sound. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 notes left. No! We're gonna try it. And what's the worst that could happen? I have to flip the phase back. I mean, it does look better. How much better? That is a subjective answer. Still some weird phase issue, but we got it consistent with all the rest of the bass notes, so we G. I like it. That little character at the end is what makes the bass. That needs to be changed. That. I could probably fix that a little bit too. Okay, so we got 9 notes to fix. Oh my gosh. This is the worst part of production. See, this is what I need like an assistant for so that the streams can get much cooler. It's like, no one wants to see this shit. Now this does not look that good. So, I mean it's better, but not at the same time. All right. Let's flip it back. Every now and then, I hate this stuff. Just feels like I'm missing low end, and I wanted it to be there. And the sacrifices that I make to bring things to where they need to be is just... Nah, no, let's record it. We're gonna call that good. I mean, like it is louder. I want to just try recording this. Like I said, it's lining up pretty nice. Ooh. Boom. Just like that. dude. That totally works. And see, when I move this, what I'm not lining up the sine wave to the bass. I'm lining up the improper phase of the bass with the sine wave. The sine wave can move and be interchangeable on the grid. It's the same sound no matter what, depending on where you start. And the waveform determines on how it sounds. Oh, this might be a good one to just flip the phase on. Oh, no way. What I'm doing is actually working? Oh, shocker. It's really not, but 5 notes left. Can we do it? Yeah, let's just finish it. And I'll show you how to wrap it up, and we'll have some satisfaction in the end. It doesn't look like there's any phase cancellation here. It just looks like if I move it to the right or left. No, I was right. Let's try it. Well, I was right. And then this one I can do the same thing. Move it a little bit to the right. And it should be all good to go. All right, and you see, I always try to improve, and I confirm that I improve upon the phase of the low end, and that's what it's all about. So, if you're tuning in, this is the sauce right here. All right, where is this? Okay, this is a perfect one where we can just flip the phase. See all the peaks line up with their valleys. We can just no, cancel. Bring this up to my utility track. Make sure we're actually just bringing this up and not moving it off. Okay, perfect. Freeze it. And then come on. Dude, all you're doing is flipping the phase. Ableton, you suck. I hate this update. This is like the slowest Ableton has ever been for me. Ugh. All right. And that looks pretty good, okay? So now we're going to test that out and see right here. And we're going to bring this back. And then we're going to turn this up to the same volume that is. Oh! Look at our phase. Look how perfect that is compared to this. It's so loud I have to turn it down. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we have what? 3 notes left? Shh. We got this. Let's look at the phase of this to see what I gotta do, alright? Looks like if I move it to the right, we get... Or maybe to the left. Looks like if I move it to the left... That sounded better. Let's try to record that and see what happens. Alright, now let's bring it halfway through. Turn this up. Oh yeah. We're doing some good. Gotta turn it down, it's so good. Alright. So, we're on the home stretch. We got 2 notes left. If you're still with me, thanks for sticking with me. The payout will actually be good, I promise. Alright. So let me just get these last 2 notes in place here. Okay, see what we got to do with the phase on this one? Looks like you might have moved this one a little bit to the right or left. We're going to figure that out. It looks like it might be to the left on this one. Nope. We're going right. All right, let's see how far that makes it. Is that going to do any good? You know what? The only way to test it is to record it and see. Let's record it and see. All right. You know how we test it? Halfway. And you can see the waveform already looks more consistent before I even turn it up. And as you can see, I already have to turn it down. And look, you can see that the waveform is significantly more consistent than just this over here. All right, now we have the last note. This is the last one, guys, and then I get to show you how to bring it all together and then move it out of the way of the kick drum. Okay. See which way I want to move this one. This is a bad one. Look at all that phase cancellation. Man. Okay. Hey, we're able to get it perfectly line up on the opposite phase. Well, not perfect, but nothing's ever perfect in music. Just know that. All right. We're home free. This is it. I'm so excited. Now watch this just freaking blow up. See? Alright, so now we get to record the entire thing. Okay, so now you have your loop that you can just copy and paste everywhere. Let's turn this up 12 dB to get the level we need. And then let's start chopping and adjusting the gain to 14.3. I'm just hitting the up arrow right now to try to make this as consistent as possible. So as you can see, all I'm doing is making this waveform consistent. Nothing more, nothing less. All we want to do is make it consistent. And I want the crossovers to be right where they should be. Alright? So I'm going to turn this up. And now it's just now I like to take this, double it, mute it obviously, and then just so I have a copy of all of those settings in case I want to like do this again faster, I'm gonna just consolidate all of those and make it one clip. Minimize this so I don't lose it. This is not our bass section anymore. This is going directly to the bass. And this bass is going out to the master now, or pre-master, just 4 point down. This bass is going out to the master now. Perfect. Now I can take this, throw it on here. Okay, we're going to exit this. We don't need this. We're going to get a brand new EQ up here. And we're going to put, that's perfect. Man, I feel like I want to turn this up. Okay, hold on. I'm going to hope that this doesn't screw up the bass response. We're going to resample it again. Double this so I don't lose it again. Oh, help me. This is getting into be a long stream, you guys. I'm sorry. want more of that sound. So let's turn all this up. Okay, here we go. Try to resample again. Now, as you can see, the phase ain't so good on that now because I messed with the volume. But that's just something you're going to have to deal with. I mean, you're not going to be able to get the phase right on everything. As you can see, there's just no right answer with this one. If I move it this way, if I move it that way, which way is going to make it the best? You don't really know. You can't really judge either. So if it's less of this one, but I want more of the string attack, it's tough. It's a tough battle you're fighting, you know. You want to keep the waveform consistent along with the bass sound consistent. So we're getting there. tonal balance out, so I got a point of reference for rock, just so I know where the ballpark is, and I do want it a slightly more bassy because I've got some heavy kick in there. So let's just go to rock and see what it says. Go to the font.
Time is running out. I hope my feet don't fail me now. 'Cause I've been running from.
Oh, it sounds great.
Time is running.
Oh. Okay. I need to go see what's going on. I don't understand it. Oh. Sorry about that, guys. Oh. Did I screw it up? I didn't. I know where it is somewhere. Okay, here it is. Shoot. I did lose something. Okay. So now I know what I need to do. I need to go into current project. Save as. We're just going to do that. So then I can go into this one. Okay, here's the bass. I'll take it from a very old project. I found it. I clicked on the wrong one. All right, that's gonna take forever to open up. There it is. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost there. I did fuck it up a little bit, but it's okay. Which bass do I need? This one. This one. Wait, I don't need that bass. What I need is this whole group right here. And this is how you cheat in Ableton. You take something from your old past product. This is why I saved multiple versions. Like, this is probably going to be hard to clip through and try to find some good footage to make an actual video on. But there's tons of gems in this stream. Okay, now that I've got that here, we're just going to let Ableton load for 25 million minutes because this new version of Ableton absolutely sucks.
In my time, in my time is run out. In my time is running.
Oh. Now I can bring this to bass and bring this 5 dB less. Let's just try.
In my in my time is running out. I hope my feet don't fail me. Guess it's time to let it go. Won't make it through the night, I know. I guess it's time to let it go. In my time is running out. I hope my feet don't fail me now. Guess it's time to let it go. Won't make it through the night, I know. I guess it's time to let it go. Won't make it through the night, and my time is running out. In my time is running out. I hope my feet don't fail me now. 'Cause I've been running from the past, 'cause I know good. In my time is running out. I hope my feet don't fail me now. And I don't know the reason why, I just can't make it through the night. And my time is running out. In my time is running out. I hope my feet don't fail me now.
Alright.
'Cause I've been running from the past, 'cause I know good things don't last. And my time is running
Oh, it sounds great. All right. Well, I think that's as good a place as any to end the stream. We've been on stream for over an hour and a half. If you're still watching, thank you. And I hope you learned something. I hope you... Oh, why is it still playing? I hope you learned something. I hope you had fun. And I'll be here next week. So... Oh, and I have to re-record all of those videos because I had some weird noise gate issue with some unbalanced cables. I still have unbalanced cables, but the noise gate part should be fixed now. You shouldn't hear any interference, hopefully. We'll find out. Anyway, stay tuned.